Good evening, everybody. I'm Tina Brown, and I want to welcome you all to the 4th Annual Women in the World Summit. Wasn't Michaela de Prince just exceptional out there? She's going to be opening next week in the inaugural season of the new Dance Theatre of Harlem Company, and you'll hear more about her astonishing story, her life journey tomorrow. Once again, we've filled this theatre with women and girls. Hello, Barnard Women. Hello, Columbia, CUNY, Georgetown, NYU, Harvard, Penn State, and Rutgers. And hello, women in the world on campus. Hello, Women's Leadership School. Hello, everyone. And by the way, hello to all the men who care enough to be here tonight. Thank you. Your presence is very, very important. I must open this 4th summit with enormous thanks to those who helped to make it possible. Our presenting sponsor, Toyota, our leadership sponsors, AT&T, Bank of America, the Coca-Cola Company, Liberty Mutual Insurance, Merck for Mothers, and Walmart. And our supporting sponsors, Mary Kay and Thomson Reuters. Thank you so much. Now, since last year's jam-packed summit, we've expanded overseas. Last December, we took Women in the World to Sao Paulo, Brazil. Our next stop, Istanbul, that bridge between the Muslim world and the West. We've just relaunched our Women in the World channel, where hundreds of thousands are watching the live stream tonight. And this July, our Women in the World on Campus program will include a new leadership academy in partnership with Eleanor Roosevelt Center. This summit seems to fall at a particularly important moment. It's been a year of tremendous ferment for women everywhere. We've been blindsided by stories of injustice, inequity, and violence. Headlines from around the world have rocked us to our core, from India, Russia, Pakistan, Mali, Brazil, South Africa, to Steubenville, Ohio. But at the same time, something new and heartening is happening in that ferment. Thanks to social media and the work of so many of you in the theatre tonight, these stories have galvanized public opinion. Could it be that at last we're reaching a tipping point? That's what the Women in the World Summit is here to reinforce. That's why we've convened so many fearless and revolutionary women to tell their stories, to join us in a rallying cry against the invidious and so often violent restraint of half the world's population. We've heard a lot in recent polemic about how to win the fight for the corner office. But pushing up against a glass ceiling is practically a luxury when you consider the millions of women who can feel the floor dropping beneath their feet. I mean, try being a woman in Pakistan, where girls are gunned down for the simple act of boarding a school bus. Try being a woman in the Democratic Republic of Congo, where it's estimated over 1,000 women are raped every day. Try being a woman in Somalia, where 95% of girls face genital mutilation. Try being a woman in Brazil, where a report in 2010 found that 10 Brazilian women lose their lives to domestic violence every single day. Try being a woman in Indonesia, where every hour one woman dies in childbirth. Try being a woman in Afghanistan, where nearly 90% are condemned to illiteracy. And here in the United States, let's remember that women are paid only 77 cents for every dollar that a man makes, that enormous amounts of mothers in the US are working double time, graveyard shifts, and more than one job just to put food on the table. And that just last week, we saw the most restrictive anti-abortion bill in the country signed into law in North Dakota, and that tens of thousands of rape kits sit untested in public storage facilities across the country because the authorities, our authorities, just don't get around to it. In recent weeks, in public debates, we've been exhorted to lean in. There can hardly be a woman in America who hasn't followed that important conversation, and thank you, Sheryl Sandberg, for starting it. But leaning in can only be a partial strategy. Leaning in works only in places where women are close enough to reach for their rightful goals. What about the vast number of places where women are at the wrong end of a chasm, where you lean in and you're scorned, or worse, flogged, stoned, vilified, or just denied entry. Our mission at this summit is not just to lean in, but to lean on. Lean on corporations to change the pitiful representation of women in boardrooms. Lean on the prosecutors of India to end rampant sexual violence. Lean on the courts in Latin America to put an end to impunity to violence against women. Lean on the pimps who sell girls for sex and the Johns who buy them. Lean on clerics from all religions who condone or turn a blind eye to the abuse of women and deny their fundamental rights. Lean on brothers who would murder their sisters in so-called honor killings. Lean on entire governments to safeguard the rights and well-being and free up the economic potential of a full half of all their citizens. Lean on.